What's going on, everybody? This is Afro Think Tank. Who here, by a show of hands, is tired of black YouTube slop? By a show of hands. Everybody, raise your hand if you're tired of black YouTube slop. Because, I'm an avid, consumer of YouTube content. And the word content is becoming very, it's being used too often, right? To categorize what we are watching on YouTube. But as I'm seeing it, what I'm seeing now is just a bunch of slop, right? Everybody now wants to be a YouTuber, a social media star, right? As new media has given people the opportunity to be seen and have their talents highlighted for people to enjoy. And as you see, the Hollywood star, right? That figure that used to stand on the mountaintops, the actor, or even the professional football, basketball player, right? That athlete that used to sit on this pinnacle because we gained access through them through these major news networks, right? And we would watch them. They're the ones who we celebrated because we all saw them. Celebrity, someone society celebrates, for a particular reason, to being good at a thing, right? And now that because of the way media is distributed, it is no longer controlled. There's no central point of distribution to where the money can flow through predictable highways and they can have networks along that highways where people can get paid up and down the value chain. Now that shit's everywhere because platforms like YouTube has become the distributor where anybody can do it, right? But now that anybody can do it, right, and it's kind of destroyed the old networks of which made people, who were Hollywood actors or made people who were sports stars extra special, right, compared to everybody else. Now, right, those people, especially in the rap industry, the hip hop, those people who could no longer make money off selling CDs, going on tour, albums don't sell. People don't go to the record store to buy albums. They just download it or they listen to it for free, right? Because of that, now all the former rappers want to be podcasters. As if everybody is interested in what they got to say outside of rapping. That's the thing about it. It's like, to be honest, sometimes I just want the rapper, right? The one who is pretending to be a character for 3 to 4 minutes on a music produced video, right? Just like an actor who pretends to be a character for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, however long the movie is, pretending to be a character, a fictitious movie meant to entertain me. Outside of that, I don't particularly care about their business outside of them performing an action, which I know them for them being the celebrity for. Because I know outside of that actual action, they are just a regular person. That's it. They ain't got no superpowers or nothing. They're just a regular person that does regular shit that regular people do outside of that performance, which we all look at and celebrate because we're watching them perform that action. Right? And so you see the celebrity, and this is cost entertainment-wise. You see all the celebrities now realizing they can make money, on social media, right? So the celestials, the titans, right, of celebrityism has come down to social media, a place at which the average layman, right, originally that was supposed to be their realm to reign as a non-celebrity, right? And now those guys are bringing their movie money, they're bringing their sports money, right, that they've made millions of dollars, and their YouTube productions and podcasts far outweighs and way more advanced than anything a regular layman who used to use these distribution platforms to become their own celebrity in their own small world. So now the regular YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer who is creating their own bubble of fame and notoriety within the realm of us normal individuals are now competing with those who already have years, all right, sometimes decades of celebrity status that they bring with them down to the lower realms of social media, right? So now everybody's competing on the same playing field, but some have a vast advantage, right? And of course, the algorithm will push more towards those, right, who's already celebrity, because it will bring more money because of the already intrinsic embedded notoriety, right? And I just think that social media is getting plastered with people we don't care to hear about and emulators who, are not as good, Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. It's Afro Think Tank. Learn some, teach some. I'm out.
Every time you turn on the social media, it's one black person talking more shit about another black person, bringing down another black person. There's no constructive criticism. There's just criticism. There's just hate. And they watch it. They watch us tear down each other, and they watch that they don't tear down themselves. They don't tear down their people, but we do it. Because if we put as much energy into tearing them down and bringing us together as we put into tearing each other down, God damn, ooh, we would be something special. We would be a force to be reckoned with, because we would have then beat the system. But we're sitting up here tearing each other down on all corners of it. Sports, entertainment, politics. We just go out. It's like we just make it a norm when it comes to us, that you have to go after another black person.
I don't know any celebrities anymore either, because everyone's a celebrity. That's the issue.
Totally. And
so people call in with a random name, and I'm like, I don't know who that is.
There's too many famous people now.
Everyone's famous.
Everybody is famous.
But I feel like that was the downfall of social media. Everybody want to be a celebrity. Nobody want to be regular. Cool. Don't be. Cool. You'll be unrelatable. You'll be the nigga with 155,000 followers and only getting 50 likes, barely cracking 50 likes. You got to turn your likes off, nigga. You got to turn your likes off, nigga. Don't nobody like your shit. Terrible. Oh, poor you. 100,000 followers and you can't even break 100 likes. Damn. That is tragic. That's tragic. What's wrong? It's unbelievable now. Is it the fake followers? It might be the fake followers. You got to hide your likes. Oh, man. Whether I get 10, 18, 50, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I look at the views. I could be out here telling you the best thing ever in life. Listen, and guess what? I'll get way more views than I get likes. And that's just the way it is. Now, if I was out here saying the most negative shit, dissing everybody and doing that, I'd have way more likes. Because people like negative things. People don't like positive things that they need to hear, because it might affect them and rub them the wrong way. And it might give them the energy to be like, oh, I don't like nobody telling me how to correct myself or this, but that's what this podcast is all about. It's all about getting better, being realistic with our expectations in ourselves, and realizing I always come up here and talk to you about my wrongs and things I've done wrong and why I'm saying what I'm saying. I'm not preaching this from like a pedestal position. No, my perspective is at your eyes, eye to eye level. I'm on the same floor as you, telling you we need to level up. We need to go up. We need to get up. And I'm going up regardless. It's just a matter of do you want to come with me? Then notice that all the people, if you are somebody who listens to anybody who speaks positivity in your life, if you listen to anybody who speaks positively in your life and that gives you a negative emotion, you are the problem, not them.
Celebrities are ruining a lot of stuff because they can't make money the normal way.
Sure.
And they're imposing on all of our niche things that we had as normal people.
Yeah.
And just messing it up.
Yeah.
I don't hate celebrities. Let's just start that out. I don't hate celebrities. It sounds like I do sometimes.
We just hate what you've done.
I don't like untalented celebrities.
Yeah.
And I don't like the idea of you hopping in the middle of of regular people stuff because your celebrity thing ain't working.
Yeah.
I got nothing else.
Why are so many celebrities joining TikTok now? Why? What happened to movies? What happened to shows? Right? Now they on TikTok, guys. Basing their opinion now, all of a sudden, they want to act like they're one of us. People are also saying that HW is done. That social media is running everything right now, guys. Because there should be no reason why people that used to do movies, shows, interviews, and all these types of things aren't doing that no more. And now they just on social media posting like they regular people. You're an actor, you're an actress, you play different characters. So why are you on social media like you're a regular person? People are saying they don't care about their opinion in the real world, that they're not real world people, that they're actors and they're characters. And they don't know why they all of a sudden come into TikTok to engage with us normal people that live regular lives. All I know is that HW is done. Something's going on with the music industry. Something's going on with the movie business. There's no movies being done. They keep redoing the same movies. Something's going on out here, guys. And I think that social media and content creators are the new celebrities. But of course, guys, entertainment purposes only. I don't know what's going on with these celebrities, but something is going on in HW, and I'm starting to think that it's over with. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. Something's up. I'm out.
Growing up watching Michael Jackson, watching Prince, Sammy Davis Jr., you know, our understanding and concept of celebrities were people who could do something that very few, if anybody else, could do at a very high level. So that's why they were, you know, people were enamored with them and they praised them and all of that, the fanfare, because of talent. I feel like the magic is gone. You know, Michael Jordan, it was like we really thought he could fly. But now, you know, I don't know if it's the overexposure, you know, just because we see him everywhere, and social media has a lot to do with a lot too, because now the world has become smaller. You can vicariously, you know, at least for what they want you to see, live, you know, see what your favorite celebrity's doing. You can tap on them, you can try to message them, you can follow what they're doing.
So much accessibility.
Where before, you know, you had to just, your imagination, you wouldn't know what Michael Jackson was doing until you seen him on TV.
Or maybe he did a magazine and you caught one of his interviews and he found out his favorite color was blue. And you're like, oh, shoot.
Exactly. And I remember those days where, you know, like they say, it was a thing that dreams were made of. And that's what we aspire. It was the unknown.
Yes.
You know, now everything is above board. Now it's like, you know, you got your favorite celebrities that'll go live bareface at home with a bonnet on. And it's like, I thought you were perfect. You know what I mean? And they, you know what I mean? You see they got sleep in their eye and it's like, damn, I thought it was magical.
I don't like
It ain't easy out here. It's hard as hell out here. You know, no matter what niggas say in the song, all this flashy shit, chains, watches, tell them up they broke if they don't rap. Man, if you gotta work to support and take care of your family and live a comfortable life, take your ass to work. Shit. At the end of the day, a man gotta pay the bills. If you gotta work, take your ass to work.
Yeah, don't let that social media fool you. Not everybody's going crazy as it seems.
Not a lot of rappers out here making money. Let's be honest. You know, it's all you feel me? Rented cars, rented Airbnb, rented jewelry, shit. You feel me? A lot of the jewelers let niggas hold jewelry to shoot videos. Be honest, man. This shit. Go to work, make some money. That shit, man. Honestly,
stability,
man. Especially if you got kids, man. You know, I got kids, man. My son 12, my daughter 7. They the smartest motherfuckers I know, man. They just watching me, man. It's just like, I can't up and I can't let them down. So it's like,
absolutely,
they watching me. They know every song.
I think something that's become a dead giveaway for low intelligence, especially lately, has been like extreme parasocialness, like caring about celebrities or influencers or giving a shit about their lives. Yeah, I think that is like a dead giveaway for low self-esteem and low intelligence. Like you're literally broadcasting to the world that you are a stupid person. These people don't care that you exist. Why do you care about their lives?
You think about fame wrong. Michael Jackson, Britney Spears, they shut down entire cities just by showing up. They were not just celebrities. They are global forces of fucking nature. Michael is so famous that he is comparable to Jesus. That is the only person. Britney shits on Beyonce. In her prime, of course. And the craziest part about this fame is they did it without social media. Yes, they had little bits, but it is different now. Which is why I think people get fame completely backwards. People think TikTok makes fame easier. You think going viral equals popular. But that is the biggest misconception about this social media era. And how people interpret fame generally nowadays. Modern fame is everywhere. And when something is everywhere, it means that there's less. Everyone has followers. Everyone gets their 15 seconds. Today, fame is so wide, but it is so shallow. Pre-social media, fame was concentrated. It was different. It was unified. Ran through people like a single pipeline. The whole entire world shared this similar pipeline with TV, radio, magazines, literally MTV. This is also why I think Alex Earl didn't win. Steve Irwin's son, Robert Irwin, was a part of that old pipeline generation. That's why he is so much more famous than Alex Earl. If you broke through that pipeline, the entire planet knew your name. Not just because of some fucking clip on some feed. Real physical presence. Headlines, billboards, paparazzi swarms, millions of people glued to the same broadcast television. Michael didn't need a posting schedule. When he moved, the world moved. Hey, somebody can have 3 million followers and still walk through a fucking grocery store unnoticed. Back then, if you were famous, you couldn't even go places. Modern fame is scrollable, quick, and disposable. Old fame is deep, emotional, and inescapable on a level our generation of kids can barely even fathom because we didn't even see it. So yes, fame may look easier now, but it's because everybody can be famous. And then really nobody is famous. That old era, that created icons. This era creates content. And that is why fame used to hit much harder. Thank you for my TED Talk. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk.
The uphill battle because they got social media. And kids respect the celebrity. They don't respect their parents. Every kid think they smarter than their parents. What they see on TV and what they're fed through the propaganda machine, that's what they believe. The same way we did. When our parents were telling us, hey, don't touch that stove, it's hot. I mean, you don't know what the fuck you talking about. You old, you outdated. Y'all don't know what's going on out here. Y'all not out here with us. Even though they knew when it was right. And once we grew up, like, oh, damn, this is what moms was talking about. This is what pops was talking about. You know what I'm saying? They don't believe shit stink till they smell it. That's just human nature. You got to see for yourself. So you can give your kid all the game in the world. They still looking up to Cardi B. They still looking up to Meg Thee Stallion when you ain't around. They still at school playing that Sexy Red. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. It's the facts. They connected through the social media. At least we had to read the magazines and see them on TV. Now this is all day, constantly, 24/7. It never stops. The propaganda never stops. So we fight in an uphill battle.
Joe Lim from the New York Magazine, they released an article that says he estimates that 90% of what you see on the internet is advertising in disguise. It's basically bots. He said for 3 years, Lim ran a company called Floodify, which at its peak operated 65,000 dummy social media accounts used to drum up attention on behalf of paying clients. He says it's being done on every app and it's fooling people on every app. And it's not just music, but it's across entertainment, politics, consumer products, and celebrity gossip. 90% of what you see is paid advertisement used to run a narrative. 90%.
I think this really started too. I mean, I can't pinpoint for sure, but if you look back at that first election with Donald Trump, Hillary Clinton, I think that's when it really started. And I don't know if you guys remember, but when Elon Musk took control of Twitter and turned it into X, they tried to investigate Jack Dorsey for having a certain amount of bots coming on Twitter to discuss certain conversations that were pro-left and anti-right, et cetera. So I think that's when it really started and people realized, you're saying, but obviously before then as well, but for this sort of platform and technology, I think that's when it really started because they realized we can literally, we're already doing it, but even more, we can shape the way these people think and their actions by just making it seem like you're actually talking to somebody real that's not even real.
And ain't nothing worse than a grown person that's overly invested in celebrity business, because why do you even care that much? And don't ask me my opinion, because 9 times out of 10, it's going to always be the same. That's rich people mess. I don't care nothing about it. I don't follow celebrities. I don't follow their business. Every now and again, it may run across my For You page, but I'm not ever going to be heavily invested in somebody else's business, especially no rich people stuff. I got real people stuff going on in my life. I need to be making sure my kids turning in their homework. I got a mortgage payment to make. Why the hell would I give a damn about how many baby daddies Cardi B got? What the hell is that going to do for me in my life? Nothing. Okay then, move on.
And people get on social media and get mad at celebrities for doing shit that they do in real life. Like, you get mad at this person for not taking care of their kids, but you got 3 kids that you ain't seen in 5 years. I ain't saying what they doing in school either, but I'm just saying the irony is kind of crazy, don't you think? Like, let's focus on that.
I really want celebrities to leave social media platforms for real. They suck. Remember when their art was good and we could use it for distractions? We can't do that no more because the art sucks. Because the celebrities suck. They don't have no personality, they have no talent, no skills, no nothing. Then, when we found other ways to escape what we was going through or other ways to distract ourselves from our stupid ass lives, they infiltrated that. They come on social media interacting with us like they normal people. No, go back to having mystery. Go back to being inaccessible. I'm tired of it. I have not followed the Shade Room in years, but when I used to feature them, I could not stand seeing them celebrities and influencers in the comments like, this is for the regular people. Go away! Trying to be jokey with us like, girl, we're not friends with you. Where is the art? Like, what in the hell is the purpose in you creating a YouTube channel to give reviews on a reality TV show that you're a part of and your opinion boring as hell anyway? It's just another cash grab because you're boring. Then they made their way over here on TikTok to jump on every trend. And it's like, I just don't want to see this shit. I don't want y'all a part of every fabric of my fucking life. Like, no tea, no shade. I wanted to cuss the dog fuck out of Chance the Rapper when he tweeted, I want to be an indie animal. Sir, you can't join in on this with us. You are a millionaire. Shut the fuck up and go create art.
Is there anything that celebrities don't fucking come and fuck up? Like, it's one thing to be on TikTok and, your page blow up and that's how that's how you got, like, exposure. But it's another thing to already have millions and hundreds and thousands of followers to come to TikTok and just, like, ruin it for the rest of regular folk. Like, Instagram makes you pay to get your content on the Explore page, and now TikTok's doing the same thing. Coincidence much? No, I don't fucking think so. Like, I'm telling you, celebrities really will ruin social media. Like, we can't have shit, bro. Like, y'all greedy as fuck, bro. Can y'all just keep that shit on Instagram? Y'all already have Instagram. Instagram belongs to y'all. Can we, us regular folk, have something for ourselves?
Mainstream celebrity culture is a consequence of our society being dumb. Like, this, the Department of Education getting gutted over the next 5 years is actually going to be way, way, way worse for society than you can imagine. But one of the issues that I'm starting to see, whether it's like the 20v1 YouTube videos or it's just like ridiculous rage bait content like podcast clips, or just something that completely destroys and divides the collective consciousness from being anything or even desiring to work amongst each other. When people's first resource for education, when people's first resource for learning and wisdom is not books, is not elders, is not mentors, is not professionals, is not real life, and then they bring that onto the internet, their reality is basically the digital realities that they enter first and learn from first as a means of adjusting their real lives. I hope I said that in a way that can make sense. Instead of living your real life and then posting online, for most people is what I'm starting to see. Most people are manufacturing a life that they're living in the real world and selling it online and then trying to get validation from it online to then hopefully turn out some kind of compensation so they can live that life, fake it till you make it style. Or they don't have any leadership, any wise people, any mentors, anything that they respect, at least in their real world. So the only place they learn from and develop their consciousness is on these digital platforms, spending 8, 10, 12, 16 for some of us hours a day on these phones, most of probably on these networking platforms. So if our psyche over time is being more and more influenced, more and more educated by peers who also don't educate themselves. And we're all just pitting against each other for the validation of other people who don't educate themselves, who don't exist in the real world, who don't value the wisdom of the generations before us and want to apply it to our lives now so we can probably have a good future. When you're constantly engaging in that kind of space, like this grand multiverse echo chamber that is social media, you lose appreciation for the grounding that is reality. For the grounding that is, hey, I have a reputation that I can't sacrifice being an absolute fucking buffoon on the internet. Or I have a relationship in the real world that I can't sacrifice being an absolute womanizer or a sleaze in the DMs. Or I have a real life, like family or tribe or community that would be pretty disappointed in me if they knew what kind of behavior I was engaging in on these online platforms. Much less like just in comment sections. But we have allowed people to see that not only could they fully exist online, but they could make an actual living off of fully existing online, as if that wasn't going to be a problem, in the sense that they were going to be enslaved to the reality of the digital space and limited to the very, very, very small, very constricted space for wisdom and consciousness that exist on these platforms. Because the best way to increase engagement is sharing ignorance, is sharing controversial, volatile shit, and is calling people out for bullshit instead of handling our own business. All that negative shit is the shit that keeps people playing on these platforms instead of just using them as the tools they are to help our real lives. I really want to smash on that. Now, with all that out of the way, and I apologize for that being so long, but with all that out of the way, what I'm trying to say is that we as people in a social media age, instead of a mainstream media age, we aren't just waiting to be fed celebrities anymore. We are choosing our celebrities. We are choosing our heroes. Yet, when certain people go viral for doing degenerate shit, for doing stupid ass shit, community dividing shit, we blame the industry, we blame the mainstream, we blame the platforms that they're on, but we don't blame ourselves for being the people that make them popular. We are the ones who log into our phones. We are the ones who choose to watch. We are the ones who share and engage and comment and rage bait on top of these videos. And that's what the social media age has allowed us access to, an opportunity to choose who our leaders are, choose who our celebrities are. But so many of us are enslaved to our algorithms. Very, very well done by the tech companies. But so many of us are enslaved to our individual algorithms and to the unique, very, very narrow perspective that we get to experience on these platforms. We don't really get to appreciate how collectively we are the ones pointing out and calling out and raising celebrities. And like, again, going back to what I was saying in the beginning of the video, if I did say it, the 20v1 videos, the rage bait videos, the podcast clips, like all of that shit, bro. There's no intention, there's no collective intention to like lift people up who add positivity to our community. And even if we do that, there's so many people who are just so insecure and bitter by seeing those people with power and authority, they get torn down anyway. Because half of the shit they're saying forces you to stand in a mirror and be like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Oh, I'm not taking responsibility. Oh, I need to change my ways right now, or else my life's going to be at the mercy of my own fucking ignorance. So it's like, what I'm trying to say with this video is like, just as much as we as a collective are responsible for our own like digital sedation, I also want us to recognize, like, are we choosing celebrities in this age that make us feel good about the poor habits and decisions that we're making in our lives? And are we choosing celebrities who sedate us from how shitty reality is? Or are we choosing creators and celebrities that actually influence us to be the fullest version of ourselves, and beyond that, actually engage and give value and significance to the real world before absolutely selling our souls to the validation that comes online. Because now you don't know if it's an AI bot behind that account. You don't know if it's a 65-year-old cosplaying a 17-year-old. You don't know what the fuck is going on these platforms anymore. I'm not sure we ever did, but I mean, this is just me kind of throwing it at you now. I guess how I want to conclude this video is just, you as an individual have to be so intentional with who you follow and who you subscribe to and where you invest your energy. Because I promise you, there is some kind of reciprocation happening. And if you're just like following people and subscribing to people who just allow you to just feel comfortable in your own like set stage of ignorance, rather than like truly force you to question your beliefs, truly force you to develop yourself and to stand on business, the business that you speak, like, you're going to be at the mercy of whatever the culture wants the collective to do. Even if what the culture wants the collective to do is unhealthy and misaligned with what your goals are, what your dreams really are. Over the next 10 years, like 10 to 20 years, you're going to see a ridiculous split in the people who used social media and used these like tech platforms and technologies as tools to develop their real world and their real selves. And you're going to see everybody who just grew so like codependent onto these platforms as a means of making their lives more convenient, not knowing that convenience has to end at some point before you just end up completely sacrificing total personal responsibility. And at that, autonomy. That's what many people don't understand. We're creating a world so convenient by tools that we can just project responsibility onto, that at some point we are not going to have any responsibility over our lives, and we're going to have just backwards moonwalk, or not backwards, real life moonwalked off a boardwalk into our own slavery. Because we've had a world so convenient, we don't even know what it means to be human anymore. And at that, we have to be owned by somebody who is human, or somebody who thinks they can save us from our own animalistic behavior. And if that's not ourselves, it's called a master. And that's the type of society that we're walking ourselves into. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. The next industrial revolution is slavery.
I feel like social media is celebrities' biggest downfall. Y'all remember back in the day, like, we didn't really have access to our favorite artists. The only way we heard how they even sound was in an interview, or if they did like a DVD, or, you know, if they did MTV Cribs or something like that. But when you see these artists every day and they show their personality with their fans due to the fact that they're sharing their social media with their fans, so you see how fucking corny these motherfuckers be. It's a lot of artists that I grew up loving that I don't even love anymore. Like now, I don't even have a favorite artist that I'm obsessed with anymore, because it's like nowadays, they just show their personality on the internet. You just be like, ew. And this is just me, but a fucked up personality can really make me not want to listen to your music anymore. Jay-Z and Beyonce just keeping it old school and smart. You know, we interact with the public, but not too much of an interaction for us to get canceled. Hello.
I will never understand why so many influencers and celebrities will ruin their careers because it turns out that they're either racist or just like a predator. And I don't understand it, all right? Because there's this actor, his name is Brady Noon, right? He's a year younger than me and he's kind of irrelevant, but he's been in some movies like Good Boys. He exposed his own self using the N-word. And it's like, dog, you have fame, money, the dream lifestyle. What are you doing? And I swear to you, whenever these like influencers or celebrities see each other get exposed, they always have to one-up each other. It's like, oh, if I'm not racist, oh, I'm going to be a child predator today. And it's like, dog, this is not the P. Diddy Olympics, all right? You can just be a normal person, all right? Because so many content creators, streamers, you have Cody Ko, like so many streamers and other big names that are like coming out as like, oh yeah, not good people because they either like, you know, go after minors, or they like are predators, or like they're really racist. Like, what are you doing? You guys have the dream lifestyle and you're just throwing it away. Like, I swear to you, once you hit a certain amount of followers or something, is it just like mandatory that you come out as like a racist or homophobe or just like, I don't know, like a predator, like something like that? Is it just like mandatory at that point? Because it happens all the time. And I'm like, bro, you have everything going for you. Like, what are you doing?
It's hard to break through as a podcaster if you're not a celebrity right now.
That's tough to say, man. I feel like celebrity podcasting ruined the game. That was one thing Ian said here that I agreed with, because people's names did cause a lot of these podcasters to dump a lot of money fast, right? And that's actually the wildest thing about podcasting. 5 years ago, everybody was just guessing. You know what I'm saying? You were just guessing. Like, you was like, all right, let's give this person this and give this person that. Let's try to negotiate this for that. Because you didn't really know, what certain podcasts should be making. Now, 5 years later, you got all this data. You know how much, if a podcast is doing, let's just say 100,000 downloads a month, you know what that person should be paid. You know what kind of ad revenue you're going to get back for that. If a person's doing, 3-4 million annually, you know what a person should be getting paid because you know what kind of ad revenue you should get back for that. When you're doing these deals with these celebrities, you're really just dumping a lot of money into a name. That don't mean it's going to translate into actual audio download.
I'm praying it works.
And I still have yet to see the super celebrity who launches a podcast and they're having as much success as Earn Your Leisure or Decisions, or like right now, look him up. Look at Deontay Kyle. Like, he was driving trucks.
Well, when you say
he's cutting through way more than a lot of these celebrities are.
That's a fact. But I mean, Joe and Jada, they obviously are successful. They're celebrities. Cameron and Mace, they're successful.
What do you call success? And I'm not Cam and Mace. I can tell you right now, Cam and Mace is successful audio and video. No, their audio numbers are crazy. I'm saying audio and video, Cam and Mace are super successful. But then you might have like Joe and Jada might have moderate success. Not saying that they're not growing, but they've only been around 6 months. But I know you're saying that they're super successful because you see them everywhere.
All right. Okay, that's fair enough.
Virality
doesn't always equate to.
That's all I'm saying.
That's the conversation.
That's like the rapper. Let's rap about it.
Right, like we see it. And I've looked at the charts and the top 10. So
let's rap about it.
The audio start
top 10 of what?
And the music chart.
Oh, okay, on Apple. Bloomberg just published the top 50
podcasts.
Yeah.
Go look at those.
No, I did.
Like, those are the numbers. Like, and that's not black. That's black,
everybody.
white, everybody across the board.
Fuck them again. Fuck them. Them and you is not friend. Fuck them. Them no need to be in your life. So why you making them cause you nothing but trouble and strife? Fuck them.
Who taught you to hate the texture of your hair? Who taught you to hate the shape of your nose? Who taught you to hate the color of your skin to such an extent that you bleach? Who taught you to hate yourself from the top of your head to the soles of your feet? Before you come asking Mr. Muhammad, does he teach hate? You should ask yourself, who taught you to hate being what God gave you?
Free Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. Free Sudan, boycott diamonds and gold. We most definitely cannot forget about the people of Sudan.
Thanks for watching Afro Think Tank. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And follow me on Substack and Patreon for more content. Remember, it's Pan-Africanism or nothing.